Alright, if you guys have been following my videos, you probably sense the common theme in them. I talk about primer a lot. Primer is so important. And I know you guys saw my video about how important primer is for your face, but it's just as important for your eyes. If you want your eyeshadow to look good and last all day long, you need to prime your eyelids. We do have a special primer made just for your eyelids. This is our eye primer. And the way it's different from our face primer is when you're in the video that I showed you guys, when you're putting your primer on your face, you're wanting to fill in those fine lines and wrinkles, pores, things like that. You want to make a smooth and even surface. Well, your eyelids don't necessarily have those problems. You don't have pores in your eyelids. So it's not the same kind of problems you're trying to solve with your eye primer as opposed to your face primer. What we want to do for our eye primer is we want our eyeshadows to stick and last all day long. We want our colors to pop and be bold. And that's why the eye primer is specially formulated for your eyes and your eye makeup rather than for your face. So you can see it's a little different. I'll show you guys. The face primer is kind of like a clear, kind of like smooth silky feel, and this is like a skin colored primer, and it's not like the smooth silky, it's not sticky, but it definitely pulls and sticks to the pigment better. So I'm going to show you guys just how important eye primer is with a little thing. I always tell people this is my magic trick. So I'm going to put some on my hand. Ooh, sorry about that. Alright, so I'm going to put eye primer on my hand, and we're going to let that dry. Let it dry, let it dry. Let's see, it's still a little wet. We want this to be dried completely. So what we're going to use is just a regular old eyeshadow. I'm going to use a mineral pigment, and this is the color Glamorous. I'm using this color just because it's like a darker color, so it'll, ooh, I'm spilling it all over the place. It'll show up a little better. I just spilled it all over my desk. Let's see if I can pick it up. I'm going to use just this fluffy brush here. Alright, now that I've made a mess, so my hand is dried, we're going to put the eyeshadow. I should have done this other hand. I'm going to put the eyeshadow on my hand and show you guys just how important eye primer is. This is hard, I'm not left-handed. Alright. Hello. Beautiful color. So, you can see that first layer of eyeshadow I put on is sticking right where I put the primer. A little happy face for y'all. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to do another dusting. So you can see my hand is picking up the color, but it picks it up so much more where the primer is. Let's see how many coats of eyeshadow it'll take to get your eyeshadow that dark without primer. So we'll do 1. 2. 3. I'm getting eyeshadow all over the place. 4 is getting a little darker. I'd say 5 or more coats to get it that dark. That is why eye primer is so important, and you don't have to use nearly as much product, so it's going to save you money in the long run, because this was 1 coat of eyeshadow, and this was like 4 or 5. And that's going to be the same with any eyeshadows, cream shadows, loose powder shadows, palette shadows that are like pressed. It's the same thing. So prime your eyes, guys. It's that important.